In this new EPC release, the new Parser application will allow users to upload a document and to break it into EPC objects that are ready to be exported to the EPC web app. The goal is to simplify the conversion from text format to EPC objects and to improve the quality of the exported EPC objects. The first step to be able to use the parser is to upload the document that will be parsed and exported to EPC. This action is possible by clicking on the plus Upload New Document button. After clicking, an upload pop-up will appear to select the document to parse. Only one document at a time can be parsed. Multiple document parsing is not supported yet by the parser. Only Word-type documents are supported at the moment. Once the document is uploaded, user will make sure they uploaded the right one and then select it. Then, the user will click on the Next button. Users with existing templates will see them in this step. Users can also create a new template by entering a template name. The manual tagging is an important step while creating or editing a template. It will define how the objects will be treated in the next parsing while using the newly crafted template. 1. When selecting a text, a contextual menu will appear. We're tagging first the process name and the process description. Parser will automatically detect the link between object type. The hierarchy and associations can be validated as the tagging is being made on the left of the screen. For the table tagging, users will have two options when clicking on the plus, entire table, or select header. When tagging the entire table, this will allow user to tag the whole table as an object that can be found later in the rich text in EPC data. The second option, select header, will allow the user to define what type of header is the table, columns header, or rows header. Once this first step is done, user will tag cells as individual objects. For example, we can tag these cells as procedure tasks and these tasks as roles. User can use the auto-tagging feature where the parser will automatically identify data to be tagged. By default, the parser is able to detect generic responsibilities, roles, and assets. If the feature is used without any custom entry. We also provide in the settings menu the option to be able to upload and use custom tags. For this, users need to check the option and download the template where the users can add their own custom tags. You have the ability to train the model to be smarter and better aligned to your company by uploading your own custom object lists. For example, list of assets used in your company. The system will then extract this content from the unstructured data automatically. The more content you use for training, the smarter the AI model will be. Once this is done, users will upload their custom tags or replace a previous custom tag file that was already uploaded. Tagging objects. It's recommended to tag the integrality of the text as objects. Partially tagged objects might result in errors when the data will be exported. In this example, we're tagging the sequence numbers separately and just before the object names. This is just to avoid unnecessary space tagging that we can have. Once the tagging is complete, users can click on Parse to apply the tagging on the rest of the document. After the parsing process, users should revise if all the tags are correct and remove some if necessary, and we can see how all the data has been parsed. For a more advanced parsing, user can use the rule builder. In this example, we can see how this section wasn't tagged and will have issue while parsing, as the format of the different objects of the paragraphs are not different. Let's create a rule to cover this specific section. We will use a combination of conditions that all of them must be met to work. First condition will tell what is the section that is targeted. any text, paragraph or not, between custom text that will open a text field where I will add the beginning of my section. In this case, 4 responsibilities and assigned roles. And the end of the section will be the next title. 5. Manage life cycle of global quality processes, GMP and GDP. The second condition will be any text in paragraph before custom text and add the following symbol as in the document. And finally, add the action tag as role name. Second rule will target the description part. The first condition is the same as the rule 1. The second is targeting any text in paragraph after the custom text and adding the action tag as role description. Once saved, we will rule the parser to see our rules apply to the section. Before exporting, if the result is accurate, we can click Save Template. Once you've trained your model, you can save your template and reuse it across many similar documents. The most important part of the parser is being able to export the date to EPC. To export the data to EPC, users can click on the Export button. The action is available after the first tag of the document. On the top right of the screen, users can find the Settings window. The 2 available options, Create New Object. When exporting to EPC, all the tagged elements will be exported as new EPC objects. Create and Reuse. All existing EPC objects will be used if they were previously created, and all new objects will be created. Environment and Language menu. Environment. This drop-down to select the environment where the objects will be exported. And Language. This allows you to specify in which language the content will be imported into. A great utility of this feature is if you are using external translation services of users that don't have access to the EPC. You can generate a process book with all the data, like English, into Word, send the Word document for translation, and then re-import, update content with the additional language, like French.